The village of Belapur rested like a tired but content old soul between wide-open fields and a dusty road that very few travelers used anymore. Life there moved slowly, measured not by clocks, but by the rising of the sun, the sound of the well pulley, and the evening lamps flickering on one by one. People in Belapur were not rich, but they knew one another's footsteps, voices, and silences. At the edge of the village lived an old man named Raghunath. Raghunath's house was small and uneven, with a roof that dipped slightly in the middle and walls that carried the marks of many monsoons. He lived alone. His wife had passed away years ago, and his sons had left to work in the city, promising to return often, then less often, and finally, not at all. Still, Raghunath did not speak of loss. He spoke of mornings, of fresh air, and of being grateful that his legs still carried him where he needed to go. Every day before sunrise, Raghunath walked slowly to the village well. He carried 2 metal pots hanging from a wooden stick across his shoulders. One pot was for himself. The other was always extra. No one had asked him to do this. He would draw water, wash the rim of the pot carefully, and place the extra one beside the well before returning home. Sometimes someone would take it. Sometimes it would remain there until later in the day. Raghunath never waited to see who took it. At home, he cooked simple food, rice, lentils, a little vegetable if he had any. And always, without fail, he cooked a little more than he needed. He ate slowly, mindfully, and when he finished, he wrapped the extra food in a cloth and kept it near the door. If someone comes, he would say to himself, they should not go hungry. The villagers noticed him, of course. Some respected him quietly. Some laughed behind his back. Some shook their heads and said, old age has made him foolish. One afternoon, a shopkeeper asked him, Raghunath, why do you trouble yourself? You live alone. Save your strength. Save your food. Raghunath smiled, the kind of smile that did not argue. What I save in my body, he replied, I lose in my heart. Seasons changed. Summer came harsh and dry. The well sank lower. Water became precious. People began drawing only what they needed, sometimes less. Arguments broke out at the well. Accusations followed. Still, Raghunath brought 2 pots. Someone asked angrily one morning, why do you take extra when water is already low? Raghunath calmly pointed to the pot. It is not extra for me. It is extra for whoever cannot come. No one replied. Then came the year that Belapur would remember for a long time. The rains failed. Fields cracked. Crops withered before growing tall. Work vanished. Hunger did not arrive suddenly. It crept in quietly, like a shadow that grows longer each evening. People began skipping meals. Children cried at night. Doors closed earlier than usual. Fear settled into the village. But Raghunath's routine did not change. He still went to the well. He still carried 2 pots. He still cooked a little extra. Sometimes he ate only once a day. Sometimes he drank water and slept early so hunger would not keep him awake. But if someone knocked on his door, he opened it. A widow came one evening with 2 small children. A laborer collapsed near his doorstep one afternoon. A traveler lost his way and arrived hungry at night. Raghunath fed them all. People began whispering again, but this time with confusion, not mockery. How is he surviving? Why does his house still smell of food? Does he have something hidden? One night, during a dry windstorm, when lamps flickered and anxiety filled the air, a group of villagers gathered outside Raghunath's house, not to accuse him, but to understand him. Tell us, one of them said. What do you know that we don't? Raghunath invited them inside. He lit a small lamp and served them warm water. I know nothing special, he said softly. I only know that fear makes us close our hands, and closed hands cannot receive. They sat in silence. I never believed that what comes to me is mine alone, Raghunath continued. When I was young, my wife and I survived hard times because someone shared with us. I did not forget that debt. The next morning, something quietly changed in Belapur. One household cooked a little extra. Another shared grain with a neighbor. Someone left water near the well again. Not everyone, not immediately, but enough. Weeks passed. Then one evening, clouds gathered. The first rain fell, not heavy, not dramatic, but gentle and steady. The earth drank it eagerly. Hope returned slowly. Months later, crops grew again. Work returned. Laughter followed. Raghunath lived long enough to see the village heal. When he passed away one early morning, the entire village gathered. They did not speak loudly. They did not praise him with big words. They simply carried his body with care and gratitude. After his death, something beautiful happened. The villagers placed 2 pots near the well every morning, one for themselves, one for whoever needed it. And they taught their children a simple lesson, not written anywhere, but lived every day. That happiness is not about having more than others, but about knowing when enough is enough and having the courage to share, even when times are hard. Because when a village learns to open its hands, life finds a way to fill them again.